kissing. One mic, extensions, that'll look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me now? 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 Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm proud of kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to screw me, but I've been a genius. Caddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
So what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it stars. For the cream, run the gate. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night till. So these.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Play fake here on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 9 catches, 94 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Mack, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now first and 10. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to open.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
With no running backs. In the backfield to help pass protect. All the receivers in their patterns. These are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Defensively, we check the starters now for Denver. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Keenum, room to run past midfield. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Keenum going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
From the red zone, it's Keenum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shane Ray able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to find a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. K.J. Wright in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Keenum now on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Keenum will try again on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Mack, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now it's Lott. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Keenum. And his pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2, Keenum. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go on 4th. Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Luck. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Luck on first down. Sheds off the tackle. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Luck throwing again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Garrett. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
To the air again, Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Nine seconds to play. Likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. On first down, Keenum. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Roger. Hey, orange.
The final shot before half for Keenum. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's McKenzie. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver 1st down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Pass interference, defense.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Keenum now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing again is Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock the Albert away and bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10. Keenum here again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Keenum now on the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Here's Keenum to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Well, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. K.J. Wright in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Powering his way forward. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Keenum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 49 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
From the gun, here's Locke. Incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now maybe a free play here for Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Luck now to throw. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Keenum now on first down. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, it's Keenum. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Get a block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now we'll carry from Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Third and long, it's Locke. Shreds the tackle. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Locke. Shakes off the sand. And this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From midfield, here's Keenum. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, Keenum. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jabal Sheard in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Keenum going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back. One last throw for Keenum. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah,
Still first
offside's
down.
easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. One final try now for Keenum. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And